Okay, so we now have the buttload of cash with us, and the new driver is there, my aunt's friend, and we were on the way to the lawyer's office. Now, from the bank to the lawyer's office, it was an hour's drive. And so, oh my God, we were thinking, oh my God, like, I was so scared that I was thinking, my God, like between now and until we reach the lawyer's office, if something happened to us, like if something happens to me, my aunt, my cousin, I don't think I can ever forgive myself. Like, oh my God. And then I like, I kept on apologizing to them. Like, I'm sorry. I, 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 I didn't mean to like cause so much of this trouble. So my aunt just kept on saying like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, let's just hope for the best. Like, everything will be okay. And so, oh my God, I'm so thankful for having my aunt there. It was quiet, like you can feel the tension inside the car. And so we finally like reached the lawyer's office, and then from the lawyer's office, we had to drive to the seller's house. Another 30 minutes drive. And so like, oh my God, the longer I have this cash, the more like it's too much. And so while we were on the way to the first seller, the younger seller's house, I found out the reason why they chickened out. It's because of the jealous wife. The jealous wife kept on saying like, oh, what if like they try to like kill you, and they try to like ambush you, and they don't really pay you. They just like, they're just gonna like sign the contract, and then they're gonna kill you. I was so disappointed, and I couldn't believe the kind of like stress and pressure that they have caused me, that I was not smiling at all. I was, the feeling of like, this is my dream. You don't, do you even have a clue how much this means to me? This is supposed to be a happy day, but you ruined it for me. All because of your freaking jealous wife. So we enter the house, and then there are the relatives inside the house. There, like it felt like there was going to be a party. It was that much of people inside his house waiting for us. We entered the house, and I wasn't smiling at all, because like I was really unhappy. I was upset. And thankfully the secretary of the lawyer was like, she kind of like played the mediator, and so like she explained everything, the legal stuff. And when it was time to like, we started signing the documents. When all of the documents were signed and verified by the secretary, I couldn't take it anymore. I looked the seller in the eye, and I told him, I will never ever forget what you did to me. I don't understand why you did this, but you have no idea the amount of like stress and pressure that you have put on me and my family. From the day that we have met, you knew exactly who I was. You knew who my father was. You knew which family did I come from. And it's election time. Did you honestly think that I will risk my father's credibility and image for your small plot of land? Like, seriously, did you really think that you were that worth it? And while I was telling that, I was like tears running down my face. But I was just so upset. I couldn't. While I was talking to him, I could see how he felt so guilty and so bad for what he had done. But unfortunately, the wife couldn't do anything about it. So he kept on apologizing, and I was like, I don't even want your apology right now. That's how much you've hurt me. And so anyway, I just felt relieved that, it's the first transaction is done, and then next. We go to the second seller's house, the elderly's house. The wife was suffering from diabetes, and like she was going blind, so they needed money for treatment for her wife. And so anyway, like we signed the papers and then we gave them the cash packed in paper bag. And then he even asked, "Can we count this?" And I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" It was already counted twice by the bank by a money counter. If you really want us to count this money, we're gonna be here the whole night. So anyway, like finally all done, right? And so I felt so weak after that. It was finally dinner time, and we were all back home. And before we started dinner, I just broke down. Like, I ugly cried because, like, I was so happy. I think like my line is like, "Oh my God, I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer. I have a farm." I was so happy, but also I was so relieved that nothing happened to us. Like, I was so happy that my aunt, my cousin, and myself were safe. And, yeah. But, that mixed emotion of like, oh my God, like, shit, I'm a farm owner. I now have a farm. But the, the, but the stress that I had to go through, like, it's a different kind of stress, because like we were fearing, like we were scared for our safety, and not only for myself, but like for my family. Like, I just couldn't imagine if something went wrong, and my aunt or my cousin will be hurt. Like, I could never forgive myself. So I was like, I just ugly cried. And yeah. And so that is the story of how I genuinely thought I was going to die on the day that I achieved my dream farm life.